New World Order, you underestimated the people. You took a gamble and you lost.
Okay, we don't like this. Okay, well then we're going to do this. And that is just how it's going to be.
Evidence brought to light that there is a corrupt officer, or that officer did shoot that kid on purpose.
I don't care how I look, I don't care how I sound, I don't care what the beat is. I just care the message gets across.
Hey everyone. Oh, sorry. Let me get comfortable here. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like 5 a.m. I'm just getting ready for work. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time you see this. Just wanted to get something off my chest, man. Something wrestled my jimmies. And, I just wanted to send out some shout-outs to the boys at over at TWWRN. Lucid and Tim, man. I hope you guys get everything settled in fast and the move goes fantastic and you get back to doing what you do. And Connor, man, it's good to see you back. Someone doing more of the political and whatnot side, because I guess I'm shitty at that. And so it's good to see you back. And Conspiracy and all, man. I love what you do. I love all your opinions and I love your work. And that's the beauty about our group and people we associate with, is that most of us can have the ability to accept what others are saying without, fully getting all riled up and, getting defensive and feeling threatened because it somehow conflicts with your own opinion. We're accepting and you can have those views, you can have those opinions, and a lot of the guys, man, if you wanna display your opinion in a positive way, they'll respond in a positive way. It's a beautiful thing. Anyways, truths, man. I've said it a lot of times. I'll say again, we all view truths in a different way. And I've discovered my own truths in a certain way. And so did my friend here, and we kind of discovered it in the same way. You see, while I was on my own little spirit journey, I ended up behind a church and tenting behind it, and I ended up talking to this guy a lot. A guy I knew already, by the way, and he was a non-believer, didn't really believe in anything, just like me. I was a little different because I was always searching for something, but then the walk changed all that. Anyways, I was discovering my own things, and then he started discovering his own things, and he also discovered it through Jesus. And, it's been about 2 years, and we've been talking a lot since then, and, he asks for my advice here and there, and I give him my advice in the best way, in my heart, that I feel is the right way, in words that I feel maybe he could understand and comprehend. And I guess I did that wrong, because yesterday, he sent me a message, anonymous or terrorist, and you are the false prophet, and you're damned, and all this. And listen, that's me being the false prophet. It's already something I've already, wrote on Facebook, and, I may have mentioned it a few times, and the thing about that is because there's so many people wearing the face of light to spread lies. I want to, be in the dark to spread truths. As above, so below, duality, opposites, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know what triggered it, man. Maybe he saw my latest video, or, I may have said some things and not explained them properly. Listen, I fully believe Jesus is the incarnation of God. God who is the source of energy, which is love. I believe Jesus is the incarnation of love. Jesus is love. That's what he represented. That's who he was. That's who he is. And the only way is through Jesus, or who he was. Love. Because Jesus is more than a name. And the mission has never been to bring people to Jesus. It's to bring people to God. If they find Jesus along the way, like this individual did, that's amazing and awesome. But it's just to open the door, just to get people to think a little bit like what ifs. everything is connected, and the spiritual side of life is a beautiful thing. You don't have to believe in God. You can call it whatever you want. Just recognize that there is a separate part of existence, the spiritual side of life. And everything is connected, and you have the ability to see that. And we all have this, DNA inside of us, this secret hidden DNA link that love to upgrade ourselves and be able to see that. Listen, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from or what you believe in. My belief that I've learned through the teachings of Jesus, in order to see, what God is. I've learned that God is love. So my belief, my faith allows me to accept whoever you are, what you believe in, even if you don't believe in anything, and accept you into my world and love you. And yeah, of course, I still judge a little bit, and I still do these things, but the difference is before I didn't even recognize it, and now every time I recognize it and I say, wow, what are you doing, man? We all have our shit, and we're working on it. And it's saying these things makes me the false prophet. Listen, that's a title I'll happily embrace, as long as people listen. And it's impossible for me. By the way, I'm just a dude. I'm not claiming to be anything special like that. I'm just a dude who went for a long walk and now is trying to share my truth with the world. This light bulb's going off. I'm gonna have to end this video soon. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just a dude who went for a long ass walk, and now I'm sharing my truth with the world. And I just hope that somebody will be open now to learn their own truths, to explore their own paths. That's what the mission is. It's always been the mission, man. So they call me the false prophet, call me these things, call me whatever you want to call me, man. But I'm just trying. I have the best intentions, I really do. And you don't have to understand. Heck, I barely understand. But it's just the love, man. That's the only way. Love. So love. Embrace people around you and appreciate your bonds that you have in your life, no matter what bonds they are, big or small. Because those bonds matter. It makes who you are, and it teaches you. Through experience. Scripture is a great tool. The Bible is a great tool. There are truths inside the Bible, but it's so open to interpretation. You have to experience, you have to pair it with your life experience. And I admit, I don't read the Bible maybe as much as I should. Because I know what Jesus was. I know who Jesus was. And all I have to do is follow his example. That's my belief. That's my faith. And if you can't understand that, well, shit. Move along, right? Anyways, I better get this uploaded and get to work. Thanks for listening. Thanks for allowing me to get this off my chest. It was bugging me. I know it was really random, but heck, isn't it all my shit? Much love, everyone. Have a good night.